I feel like I have made a huge progress, and this is shown in the quality of my main task. This is because I am now more aware of the different shot types and how they can be used differently to create a good experience for the audience. I was originally in a pair, but my partner wasn't taking it too seriously, and I was under so much pressure. I'll be the one who had to make sure that the filming was done and the deadlines were met, and etc. But unfortunately, she decided that sex film wasn't for her and left the school. This left me in a predicament because it meant that I had to adjust to being a one person team even more than I was before. It was extremely difficult for me to use the program that we were editing on, which is kind of Final Cut Pro, because I wasn't familiar with it. I didn't know how to mute a scene, put an effect on a scene, put a soundtrack. But due to the help of my peers and teachers, I was able to overcome these problems really quickly. I've also observed that my presentation skills have improved and became more diverse. I've used programs such as Prezi, GodConquer, SlideShare, Tundu, etc. When I was doing the questionnaire for the research and planning, I am aware that some of the shots were not as good. People were cut out, and the sound quality was also not good. This shows the improvement that I have made, because I had just started doing my main task and I didn't know what I was doing, to be honest. For me personally, the filming process was a really exhausting time. The narrative of my movie completely changed because I had a plan of having the girl who kills her sister kill her friend at a party. It became really obvious to me that when I started filming how bad the quality of the movie was going to be because of the poor sound. This made me change the whole concept of the movie and turned it around and made it the girl who kills her sister kill her sister and in her house. This made the sound quality much better because it was in a more controlled environment. I filmed the actual movie numerous of times. The first time I filmed it was at a party, as I said previously. The second time was at our house, but the narrative didn't make sense and there were a lot of continuity errors. The third time the camera quality wasn't good, so I disregarded the footage I took. The fourth time everything was really good and I had finished the movie, but when we came back from the Christmas holidays, everything was gone. All my work was gone and all my footage was gone, and there was no way of getting it back. This meant that I had to start filming again for the fifth time. I saw that my work was deleted on a Thursday and I started filming on the Saturday morning. This meant that I had very short time for me to meet the deadline that we were given. However, when we came back from the weekend, on the Monday I had received an email from the IT support saying that they were able to retrieve my work. I was very pleased with the news, but when I went to the Mac room, which is the media suite, I seen that the work that they got back were the very old footage from the first time that I had recorded it, so it was the party scenes. However, but fortunately I had recorded it beforehand, so it still meant that I had the appropriate footage that I needed to start making my movie again. I started working really hard and I spent all my frees doing my media work to make sure that I reached the deadline. I feel like with this process I have learned more skills really, really quickly because I had to adapt to the time that I had been given. The downside to this meant that I didn't have as much time as everyone did to improve their work and make sure that everything was perfect. I had done a lot of research and planning beforehand, and this gave me a really good support because I knew what I was doing, and then I knew what sort of clothes that the characters had to be wearing, and this created a really good mise-en-scene. I said previously about how I had to record some footage again because there were a lot of continuity errors. Some included having the camera bag at the background, having the camera stand at the background as well, being able to see the reflection of me recording, and I've learned from this because in my footage I made sure that there were no continuity errors, and I made sure that the storyboards were very accurate and well detailed. Overall,